Welcome to our Thursday night live stream.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we're coloring Easter eggs and wearing floppy hats, you'll be alerted to where is your Easter bonnet,
You're
sir?
Like 6.
I know, but it is so much fun. Am I the only person that enjoys coloring Easter eggs? Because I love it.
I hate the smell of the vinegar.
I love the smell of vinegar.
I like
That's
vinegar,
probably
but
the
just,
weirdest
I don't know,
thing.
there's something about this smell. It's like,
Smells
and my luck,
like
it's going to
spring.
spill all over me.
I'm doing pretty good having like a buffer zone of plates underneath it. This thing though is like, should not be handed to children. How many people have had a flinging accident with these with kids, right? Because it's really hard. I mean, to pick them up, I understand that these are very inexpensive dyeing kits and they can't pop for some expensive, thing, but this looks like something out of IKEA, and I usually wind up launching an egg. Tabitha already got an egg because I had one with a crack in it.
Nice. So welcome to our Thursday live stream. If you are new here, our Thursday live stream is just our time to hang out.
Let's hang out
with our community, and we love doing this. We love answering questions, and if you have any kind of questions for keto, carnivore, just questions in general, you can ask us anything. 2 ways to try to help us to see your question is, number one, you can put at 2 Crazy Ketos before your comment because we kind of look for that. Also, you can use the super chat function, which is a little $ that is in the chat box down below. That you put a little bit of a donation on there, and it highlights our screen and it benefits the channel, and we greatly appreciate you guys for doing that.
I was thinking of something. Now, first of all, I see beautiful Debbie here. Debbie Gigantis sent
Sabrina
us...
said our words aren't matching to our lips. I have no adjustment here. It says I have excellent connection. Try,
going
refreshing.
out and then, coming back in. So Debbie got us these amazing mugs. This one says, "Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree?"
Nice.
And yours says, "Cheese is my love language," which is abso-smurfly accurate.
I love
accurate.
me some
Is
cheese.
cheese your love language? And will you be serving cheese in any form during this
I was so upset.
weekend?
I had gone to BJ's last week, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be on the road a lot, and so I'm going to get some lunch meat and some Swiss cheese. So I said, I want a pound of Swiss cheese, and she reaches into the thing, and my fault for not checking. She goes, we already have a pre-slice. She hands it to me. I come home, and it's yellow American or white American. And I'm like, I don't eat American cheese because it's not real cheese.
I never liked it even pre-keto. Oof.
No, I mean, the kids will eat it, but not my deal. But I was more missing my Swiss cheese.
Let me see if I can mix it with the orange.
So... I wanted to talk about the fact that, guys, we had a meeting, a Zoom meeting yesterday with Robin Switzer, who is the organizer of Ketocon.
So excited about Ketocon.
Ketocon's going to be, off the charts this year.
Yes.
Off the charts. I mean, it is going to be amazing for Ketocon this year. I'm so excited. And tickets are full price at $300 now. Our discount card coupon no longer works. Now,
turned off.
I did put a thing in for our $25 members.
Yeah.
We have a couple of tickets for Ketocon that we can give away because we are speakers at the event as well as the MCs for Saturday. And so they gave us a couple tickets that we can bring people as our guests.
Look at that one. That's kind of camo.
We're offering them up first to our $25 channel supporters over on Mighty Networks. If I don't hear from anybody, I put that up yesterday. If I don't hear from anybody by tomorrow, we're going to drop it down to the $10 members.
That just looks dirty.
It is only for the tickets to get into the event. It is not like it's not transportation, but if maybe you live in the Texas area or you can get there very quickly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to let people know about
Worth
that.
a shots.
But the other thing that Robin really wanted us to emphasize to people, mostly on stage, but we're going to emphasize it to you now.
Yeah.
If you are going to Ketocon, do not leave early.
No.
Make sure you stay on all the days, stay all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And especially on Sunday, you want to stay to the end if possible because they're raffling off
all kinds of stuff.
Thousands of dollars in stuff. I mean, thousands. And last year, one of our subscribers on Sunday, Robin,
she won a Vitamix.
Which paid for the entire trip.
Tickets, right?
So, yeah, you definitely, if you are going to be at Ketocon, don't leave early. Make sure you stay through the end.
I forgot. This thing comes with like a wax pen, and you can like decorate. Now,
this is what you're doing. We have a live stream going
I know. Kelly. Sarah G is putting together like
Debbie's going on the cruise.
A meetup for everybody. So like so that you know where like you're at least gonna have somebody to sit next to or go and see vendors with or something like that from the Two Crazy Ketos family. We're trying to like get everybody together, and I believe that it is.
If I remember right, I can try to scroll it across.
Meetup, but spelled like MEAT. Meetup Ketocon 23 at gmail.com. Yes. Meetup Ketocon 23.
Okay, can I put that across here?
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, Robin's here. She was like, yes. She totally won a Vitamix, and those things ain't cheap. I think we paid $400 for ours.
Social media.
What is your favorite color for an Easter egg? Well, I'm saying what it is, Joe.
I know, but I was going to scroll it across.
I don't think it's going to work. So I'll just say it again. It's MEATUP, Meetup, Ketocon, and then the number 23.
Here, I think I found it.
At gmail.com.
Okay, MEATUP,
Ketocon, KETO, yeah, Ketocon.
Gmail.com.
No, but it's 23 first. Ketocon 23, because this is 2023. Although I haven't actually
Does this work?
Gotten the hang of it.
There we go.
There you go.
See, I knew I could figure it out.
And then let Sarah G know, hey, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at Ketocon. And that is for like, if you're a volunteer at Ketocon or you are attending the whole camp, there might be something like, let's say, there's some people who are just going to be volunteering because they live in that area, but maybe you'll want to go with everybody for dinner or something, you know? So, ew, I'm turning my hands funny.
Now, people have asked us, are we doing a meetup?
We're working on it.
We're working on something.
Yeah.
What we're probably going to do is there is a meeting like area, but we didn't really know about it, or I didn't get information or pick a time fast enough. So if we get a time slot in there, it'll show up in the app because there's going to be an app as well as like she can have it on the thing, but there won't be a sign for it, but we'll let everybody know about it. As far as like doing dinner, we don't know our schedule yet. I know that we on Friday have to go to the VIP dinner. I don't know if we're meeting up with like Redmond or anything. So as far as the evenings, we don't know what's going on yet.
What two colors make purple?
Blue and red.
Blue and red. I wonder if pink will do it. Let me see if I can put pink in that, because Robin reminded me like purple is a beautiful color for an Easter egg, and I'm realizing my kit didn't come with purple.
Nice.
However, I wanted to tell you, I've got a really...
I want to get into the comments.
I know, but I've got a really funny idea for like if you're trying to punk somebody on Easter, okay? So you dye your eggs, and then you're like, okay, guys, we're all going to have, you know, like a boiled egg. Everybody want one, right? Mm-hmm. And then you take the shell off so no one could tell. And you switch them out for these.
Nice.
They're red hot. And I bet they sell some of these in the gas station too. And no one's going to be able to tell.
The ones in the gas station are red.
They're really they're usually like garbagey. But these ones from Porking Good, they're really good, but they're also like super hot, so but there's no color.
Right.
So you could totally punk somebody. I love it.
Okay. Let's get in some comments. John is here. Said,
Hi, John.
hello, everyone. Day
Hello.
30 of Beef, Butter, Bacon, Egg. 1 day to go.
Way to
I've lost
go.
15 pounds, feeling better, clothes fitting better.
Wow.
No wall of doom. First time trying Beef, Butter, Bacon, Egg. I have a lot of bacon grease.
Yeah,
I'm going to
right?
make some bacon mayo.
I think that that's a really good idea. And I am so stinking proud of you. John, do you just those are some amazing results. We're talking about 30 days and you've lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, can we stop for a second and just say 15 pounds? Not only that, but your clothes fitting looser is really amazing. But do you feel just super awesome that you said you were gonna do this and you did it?
You're right.
I love that feeling of accomplishment that I said I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
it.
Debbie is here. Said, so
Hi,
glad
Debbie.
you like the mugs. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I
like 'em.
love
Thank
them.
you very much.
They're so cute.
Keto Simple said, we got this fancy egg spinning thing from Amazon to color eggs with the granddaughter.
He mentioned that on Instagram, and I was super jello jigglers over it because I love. Now, you know what I'm not a huge fan of? That wrap. Do you remember the old school? There's a wrap, a plastic wrap that you would go on and kind of shrink wrap on the egg. I never found that very appealing. I think it was supposed to give a stained glass effect to it, but it was not my thing. Also, who out there is going to be wearing a hat this weekend? I miss big giant floppy hats, right? Did you grow up with in your Easter bonnet?
I love Easter Parade.
We're definitely going to be watching Easter Parade. That's in your future.
Yeah.
Some Fred Astaire in your future,
own it.
friends.
I love that movie. Tina's Low Carb Life. I saw
Tina.
someone ask you guys, were you losing more weight? And I thought you said you'd have a video coming out about it. Did I hear that right?
We have not made that video.
We just have not made that video. Things have been crazy.
We've been strangers in the night.
We actually have a vlog coming out tomorrow for our trip last weekend. Really cool thing. Fun trip. Family trip.
It was good.
Celebrating Caleb's birthday. But
22.
with everything else going on, last week, this was the last week of lacrosse season. Next week is playoffs, Monday, Tuesday.
Are you ready for it to be over?
A little bit.
A
little bit. Because it's go every day. And it does. It just ends like that. But I've got other stuff that needs to be done. And we're coming right into, we've got Ketocon. We're going to be gone for a week.
Ooh.
Then we'll be home for, a few weeks. Then we've got the cruise.
Low carb cruise is coming.
Then we come home from the cruise. And then we're going in the month of July. Here is the month of July. So for those of you who want to go to a conference.
Yeah.
We've got the Antithetic Conference in Baltimore, which we did a podcast with
Bronson and Natalie
yesterday. I'm really hoping it came out. Bronson was having some technical issues. I'm hoping it's still recorded on his end.
It was so great to listen to them.
It was really, really good. Of course, we got 30 minutes into it, and I forgot to hit record.
So Joe slept outside last night?
I know. Well, I hit record everywhere, but except for online. But the problem was normally that wouldn't matter. But the problem was he was having technical issues, so you got to hope that on his end it was recording, and I had to hit record for that to happen. So hopefully it comes through.
God is good. We're going to get it done.
So we've got the Antithetic Conference in the middle of July. 2 weeks later, we've got Omaha for the Hard to Kill Summit. The very following week, we have Low Carb Orlando.
Keto
Orlando Summit.
Yes.
Okay? Then we come home, and 5 days later, we head to Utah for a 7-day trip on a houseboat on Lake Powell.
I'm so stinking excited. So we've got a big summer, and we hope
then
that
we
we're
come
gonna
home.
Get to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, because then we come home, and you possibly have the Vegas conference. I'm really hoping Vegas happens.
I really hope it happens.
And then after that, you have Ketopalooza.
Ooh, Robin, this one came out good.
So,
it's not quite purple,
busy.
but there's purple crackling.
So back to we're gonna make a video about losing weight, probably either in a vlog or its own video. But you want to know how we've lost more weight? We started eating even more to our hormones and our bodies saying, hey, you need to eat or you don't need to eat, and stop with the watch and stop going hey, today I need to eat 200 grams of protein. So we'll have a day where we will just eat And when I say eat, we'll
Rachel
eat,
eating.
We'll eat a lot.
You know.
But then we may not eat for another 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
So it's not intentional. It's just like, I'm not hungry.
It's like.
Then there's days where yesterday I had 10 chicken wings. That's all I ate.
Yeah.
You know, so, but really focusing more on stop sitting down and going, I need to eat a lot, and just eating until I'm hungry, and then not eating until I'm not hungry. And a lot of times that has been, sometimes it's been 14 hours, sometimes it's been 36 to 48 hours.
It's been an interesting journey to not.
It's kind of a little bit what Dr. Lenskis talked about.
Yeah, but it's been interesting to go through with me about how, like, a lot of times it's been, I'm eating to my watch, and then it was like, okay, I want to feel full, and now I'm really learning about, like, when am I actually hungry? When do I need to eat again? Instead of, it's been a while and food is owed to me. Right. Like, sometimes I get, like, a really toddler attitude about stuff, but then when it's like, fine, eat, then it's, well, I'm not even hungry, so maybe I won't.
Yeah.
You know, it's a funny relationship.
Okay, Marilyn said, I am making Almond Joy Easter eggs, a recipe from Carolyn Ketchum, as I listened.
Wow.
Anything Carolyn Ketchum makes is good.
Amazing.
Janice said, I got a version of bacon, last month, but I'm back.
I'm back.
That would be sad.
And better than ever.
That would be very sad.
You know what? I'm going to be freaking honest here. I get, like, bored with some stuff, and I need to put some things down, and then I know you think that I will eat the same thing, but there's a while that, like, I won't eat it. Like, I will, you know, I had to stop buying peanut butter, though. Again.
Yeah.
Again.
Rachel came home, and she was like, I want a pat on the back. I didn't give you that pat on the back.
Thank you so much.
She was like, I went to Publix. I needed something for a recipe video.
Yeah.
She's like, I went to Publix, and I did not buy whipped cream.
I did not buy
whipped cream.
And I did
not buy peanut butter.
Hello.
Because Rachel will eat a jar of peanut butter in a day.
This is the sound in the kitchen, and I'm thinking that I'm being, like, so sneaky with it, right?
I'm sitting at my computer, and she's like, I'm going to make a coffee. And then I hear... I don't even have to look. I know what she's doing.
Yeah.
I know what she's doing. So, yeah.
1 tablespoon serving. For who?
A can of whipped cream lasts Rachel like a day, maybe 2.
That can't be right.
Carrie said, Rachel, did you hear about the German cheese factory that blew up?
Debris was everywhere. I love it.
FMP Feelgood said,
yes.
I am doing a beef butter bacon and egg on the weekdays, and I'm having stevia drops chicken and Zevia cocktails on the weekends, but no cheese. That's a great idea. That's a good compromise.
Well, and I love the fact that you have a plan, right? And here it is. Okay, can we just say for a second, you know what I love about your plan? It's not, hey, I'm going to do beef, butter, bacon, and eggs Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to eat like a dumpster fire.
Right.
That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to be like, I'm doing the Dunkin' Donuts diet on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm eating all of the things. Yeah. And then Monday through Friday, I'm going to be super good. We tried that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, I'm going to upset somebody right now.
We didn't do it with keto, but we did do it with, like, previous diets, like Weight Watchers.
Right. But I'm going to upset somebody right now, but I know somebody needs to hear this. If you are currently doing keto like 5 days a week or 6 days a week or 4 days a week, and then on the weekends or a couple of days a week on your days off going, today I'm not doing keto, stop. It's not going to work.
It's not. It's going to frustrate you.
Okay? And I know that sounds harsh,
smile?
But it won't work. So it may work for a week or 2.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You're going to immediately gain some inflammation from eating all those carbohydrates. And you see people do it. They're like, well, I'm going to have chocolate. Again, I'm with Mary. Keto every day, all day.
Keto every day.
Okay, but if you're going to have something, okay, we talked about in our podcast the other day, you know, one time I'm going to Greece. If I go to Greece and I come across somebody on the side of the road, meaning making fresh made spanakopita where they're making their own phyllo dough, I'm going to have it. I'm telling you now, I'm going to have it.
Have you ever been to Greece, friend?
No.
Okay, so there you go.
But you understand my point.
I do.
But if you are on a regular basis doing keto 4, 5, 6 days a week and then having 1 or 2 off-plan days, you need to stop because it's not going to help you. Yeah. In your long term, it's not going to help.
Shauna,
and I don't want anybody to not have success.
Thank you for saying that you love my pretty eggs.
Mary said the cheese from the organic grass-fed dairy down the street is amazing. Ooh. I wanted to bring you some, but they won't let me bring it on the cruise.
Might try to smuggle it.
I think we missed I think we missed a super
smuggler.
chat. Yes. Sherry Morgan is here.
Well, hello,
Thank you very
hot
much for
mama.
the $9.99 super
How
chat.
are
It said,
you?
finally caught y'all live. Love you both so much and
Love
sending you
you.
bacon hugs.
Well,
Love and light
thank
from California.
you. Oh my gosh, I love you, girl. How are you doing?
She also gave us another $4.99 super chat and said, miss y'all so much. Your eggs are adorable and so are you.
You're adorable, Miss Sherry.
Thank you very much.
I'm working on it.
Joanna said, thanks for the discount for Keto Chow. Placed my order yesterday. Yes,
Thanks
if you
so
didn't
much.
know, Keto Chow spring flavors are back in stock. Use our discount code down below. That'll get you 10% off. And if you haven't watched it, go watch the recipe video on how to make coconut crusted shrimp and chicken. And you can do that. Rachel did it with pork chops. You can do it with anything.
Okay.
And Rachel made it without me. That's
did,
how easy it is to make.
Are you proud of me? So I will have a little spoiler alert for you. I believe you are going to be making that in shrimp on Easter too.
Yeah, I do.
Talk about something that is delicious that you will fool your keto or non-keto family members
really
with.
Good.
Ain't nobody going to be like, ew, that's gross. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, can we have more of those?
Yeah. Robin said group photo at Ketocon. Yeah, if you find us at Ketocon, if you see us, when you see us, we're going to be there. Come up to us, get selfies. You know, we're nobodies. Please do not come up to us. I think it broke our heart one year when we went and someone was like, oh, they made a post like weeks later. I saw Joe and Rachel. They were over there, but I was afraid to go up to them.
Don't you dare not let me get to see you. I want to see you. I want to hug you. Now you have to tell me if you're not comfortable with a hug, because you know I'm going to be coming in.
She's going to grab you.
I come in hot.
So
I come in hot.
And I'm okay to hug. I generally don't reach out. And
he won't initiate it.
I won't initiate, but you're more than welcome to
I'm
give
coming
me a
in
hug.
like, no, I won't do that.
What we tend to do, though, unless we're walking around getting interviews, things like that, what we tend to do is kind of hang out near the Keto Chow booth, because this way we can say, this is where we're going to be. So the two places we tend to hang out is in front of Keto Chow and in front of Redmond, two of our favorite companies. And so a lot of times we're also in front of Keto Brick, but we try to go where in all three of those companies usually have giant booths. So it's like, this is where we're at. You can't miss it. All three of them are generally on an end cap.
Well, I go to the Keto Chow booth because
you want to hang out with Chris and Miriam.
I want to see the celebrities Chris and Miriam Bayer.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm going to get to see them if I go to the Keto Chow booth. Now, another company that I'm pretty sure that they're going to be at Ketocon, but we just got something today and we got to check this out. And that is Keto Cracked. They were at Ketocon last year. Willie was. And he sent me this and said that there's a new flavor for springtime, and that is birthday cake. Birthday Keto Cracked. Now, I will say I've yet to taste a Keto Cracked flavor that I don't like, but
we're not affiliated with them. We don't make any money, but he's a small company. We like to promote him because he's got a good product.
But if you're looking for something for an Easter basket, or you're looking for something springtime or festive, and you want something sweet, he uses really amazing ingredients, and it's a really reputable company. So, but I thought maybe we could try this because we haven't tried it. It just came. Hello.
Oh, that's good.
White chocolate.
That's mine.
I know. I knew that was going to happen.
That's good.
That's why I have some other ones over here. But that is delicious. If you were at Ketocon
it's rich.
last year and you tried Keto Cracked, drop a cartwheel in the comment section if you thought
Rachel's
that their stuff
I don't know if even Willie's going to be at Ketocon, but she told me if he's there, I can't go near his booth.
It's so good. We brought home so much stuff last year because it's delicious. It is really, really good. Jonathan and Elijah really like it too, our nephews.
Nicholas and Chrissy said, I'm missing Ketocon, but I got my tickets for Orlando Keto Summit.
Yay! I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you again. We still need to go and get lunch together, ma'am.
Miss Imperfectly Imperfect Keto said, I love Rachel's multitasking with the eggs.
This is all day, every day. Have you ever come in and I have like one thing going on, even if I'm in my office?
You know there's no such thing as multitasking, right?
I know.
You can't really multitask.
I'm trying to do less of half you-know-whatting and whole you-know-what. Trying to whole you-know-what.
Let's see. Banana said, about to enjoy the
Hi.
heck out of some Publix rib roast that's on sale right now through Saturday. That I carbonated delicious. Is it still on sale? I thought it was on sale last week and I forgot to go get some.
I saw some on sale. Well, this is Thursday, so I'm not sure. Because Thursday's usually when they change everything, but I did see it yesterday. Then
it's
Publix.
probably not on sale unless they kept it going another week.
But that is if you didn't see Joe's video on prepping rib roast, definitely worth a watch. And we really I love the way that Publix separates that rib rack so that we can have that as a second meal. It's really nice.
FMP Feel Good said, I received a gift of 5 dozen red and green dyed backyard chicken eggs for Christmas once.
How cute.
I really wish he hadn't washed them all, but they got 8.
Oh, yeah. How nice. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the ladies have been producing.
Except for we got these speckled Sussex, super friendly. You go out there, they jump in your arm. They're noisy.
They're very noisy.
And when I get ready to cull one, guess who's getting culled? Because they're noisy.
They're very, very noisy. So, we're always trying to see, we try to do...
And we're still getting baby eggs. If their eggs stay babies,
little guys,
he's definitely getting culled. Or she's definitely getting culled.
Well, and here's the thing. So, we like to try different breeds of chickens to see, if there's other ones we may like. And speckled Sussex was the new chicken on the block this year. And I love them.
Golden comments. Just get golden comment. You want egg producers, golden comments, and red stars.
You want really friendly egg producers, golden comment, red star. There's a whole bunch of different names for them. That's where it's at.
They're sex links. Debbie said, I'm not losing any weight, but I'm losing fat and I'm adding muscle after 6 months of 3 times a week working out.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic. And I loved, we had a podcast episode today. And then we actually, it came up again in Bronson's video. Muscle's where it's at, yo. You don't want to sacrifice muscle in order to get a number on the scale. Your muscle is basically an indication of health. It's going to be a tool of longevity. You need to build your muscle. And a lot of times we see people being like, I don't care if I lose muscle because I just want to see a certain number on the scale and I'll lose it all. Well, you don't want to lose it all. You definitely want to keep that muscle. You're going to need it.
Andy said, finally started on electrolytes and feeling much better. Plus, my sister had not seen me in a month and said my tummy looked smaller.
Oh,
that's awesome.
How nice.
Chris said all the conferences Joe was talking about is on lowcarbevents.com.
Thank you.
Yep, just head on over there if you want to know about different conferences.
This one got cracked, which means that
you could still do it.
I am going to do it. It's going to be cool, actually.
It's food coloring.
It's going to be like a dinosaur egg.
Chris said Omaha, the AKA go see Heather gift one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so stinking right. I love Heather and oh my gosh, and Phil, and I cannot wait to see them again in person.
Jackie is here, said just got home for the evening.
Jackie.
I haven't had a chance to do an update video, but my year of mostly beef, butter, bacon, and egg results, 65 pounds, 55 inches, and 8 inches just off my head.
55 inches. Let's stop for a second, because again, a lot of times we celebrate pounds and we don't celebrate inches. What is going to happen in your body when in your clothes when you have lost 55 inches off your body? That is absolutely incredible. And I will say again, because the weight loss is amazing, but if you haven't listened to today's podcast, go listen to it. Bree's story and the story of her stepdad is amazing. In 3 months, what keto is doing for ulcerative colitis, for dementia in her stepdad, for diabetes in her stepdad. It is an incredible story, definitely worth a listen and a share.
Anthony DiPetrola said, somewhere in the coasters are calling at SeaWorld. And I need a Grover mug. So yeah, I had some coffee with Anthony the other day. We met up for coffee and we were talking. And
You were so excited.
Yeah, I like hanging out with Anthony. He's a fun person to hang out with. And we're going to go, after Ketocon, we're going to head on up to SeaWorld because Anthony loves roller coasters.
Yes.
But unfortunately, so far as I know, they don't have a Grover mug.
Let me tell you though.
Because the only mug that
Why
we
don't
have
they
left,
have a
I don't
Grover
know.
mug?
But they have an Elmo mug. And I don't think, we don't have Elmo yet, right?
We do not have Elmo.
We don't have Elmo. So we need Elmo and then we'll have all the different mugs
How
they
is
have.
there not a super Elmo mug? Can someone explain this to me? Hello, SeaWorld. Get it together. I will say though, Anthony, the SeaWorld and the Busch Garden roller coasters, they're pretty scary.
They're not.
Kind of scary.
They're not.
That Mako one, I'm pretty sure that they just launched us into space and then dropped us straight down.
It's not even on one of the top roller coasters.
It's on my top.
It's not.
Put your top on.
And you absolutely love Velocicoaster, and that is the most intense roller coaster in the state of Florida.
I don't know.
It is. I've been on them all. It is.
I about cried on
Anthony
that one.
and I were at work today, and we were talking about, he was looking up the history of Quasi, and he was like, Iron Quasi, and he's like, I didn't realize it's not that old of a coaster. So he was like, when the original one was built, it was a wooden roller coaster.
I just love that.
And they had gone on it. They must have gone on it just after it was built when they were little. And by the time we got on it, I'm like, no, not a fan of wooden roller coasters. And people started complaining it was rickety, it jarred you around, because that's what happens with wooden roller coasters. So then they decided to try to work on it, and they said, what's better than that? Let's make dueling wooden roller coasters.
Right.
So they did that, and then there were issues. A company offered them these fancy cars, and they declined it. So the old cars did it again, so then they tore it down or modified it. So now it is a hybrid coaster, and it is smoother than Velocicoaster. It is that smooth. I hate wooden roller coasters, but this is... It's
a strong word.
It's wood, but steel. So they're using wood supports, but steel everything else.
You're getting a sound.
And so...
You're getting that scary.
The whole thing kind of goes... But it is smoother than Velocicoaster. It is that
All
good.
I know is that I really enjoy going back.
Your problem is you look up.
I do.
Like, don't look up at it beforehand.
Don't look up. Don't look down.
And that's what happened with you. You got on Velocicoaster and you didn't know about the second launch. If I would have told you about the second launch, you would have never gotten on it.
I wouldn't have.
And it doesn't look that scary from outside. But it is the most intense roller. The other ones just look scary, but they're not. Except for that Manta. That laying down.
Mommy did the Superman one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But I'm really thankful for the opportunity to go back to Busch Gardens. There was a really...
It's just a long drive.
Well, it is a long drive, but that was the place where I had gone on a roller coaster at Busch Gardens, and because of my size, I actually got wedged in, and we had to have 3 people that worked there shoehorn me out of the ride. And I thought, well, this is it. Like, this is the lowest I'm ever going to feel. I was so embarrassed. I really just wanted to go home for the day. And I'm thankful that now I can go back and I can get on a roller coaster. And it's been a really, it's been a time of just kind of like redeeming that time in my life. And to be able to do that even older, because I was young, when that happened.
Chris said, my problem with karaoke is getting into the right key. Men's parts are always tenor, no love for baritone.
I love hearing Chris Bear sing. It is worth going to Keto Palooza and possibly Keto Orlando.
It'll be on the cruise.
And the cruise.
And you will never hear me sing.
Karaoke. What can we do to get Joe to sing?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Huh. You could sing War.
No.
War. Huh.
No.
What is it?
Keto in the midst. Was the egg dying on the live a surprise tonight? I can see them getting tossed on the floor in any minute. Yeah, she didn't tell me about this.
I know.
She asked me to make. I thought she was doing it tomorrow
for
Peyton.
Easier to get forgiveness than permission when it comes to
my motto.
some of my arts and crafts shenanigans.
Yeah. Mary said, that's exactly how I eat. I never count. I eat when I'm hungry. Now food doesn't even enter my mind until I'm hungry. And now I'm that girl. Did I eat today? That's Rachel. That's become Rachel.
It is. Okay, so Mary, but you're like, that is never going to be me. Like, if you said that to me 5 years ago, I would be like, shut the front door. There is no way that I'm ever going to, I ain't missing a meal. Like, if it is owed to me, I am not missing this meal. So, like, the fact that 24 hours can go past and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't even hungry, like, that's weird. There's Heather.
Rosie said, day 6 of beef, butter, bacon, egg. I made a mistake of getting on a scale. I'm up 3 pounds. In the old days, I would quit, but I remember what y'all said, and I haven't quit. I'm a good girl.
I'm so proud of you.
You can't possibly gain 3 pounds in 6 days. That's first of all. Get on your electrolytes. Make sure you're putting enough salt in everything, and you're drinking water. Because if you're not doing that, you'll end up with some water weight.
Did you like laugh your butt off with Dr. Barry's recent video where he was talking about like that fat is like
Calories?
Is atoms and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
mass.
he was like. You never know
what that
what
man's
Dr.
gonna
Barry's,
say.
but you never know what he's thinking, right?
I know.
He's very cryptic about his emotions and his feelings.
Oh yeah, right.
You know, he's like counting calories is stupid.
Right.
These people are ignorant. I mean, it's.
He does not.
And I love
words.
the fact that he's putting up Jillian Michaels' video, going, yeah, and he's shaking his head like this woman's an idiot.
His cute little face. He did not say that this woman is an idiot.
He said
so
he's shaking his head.
Don't
like,
speak for him. But like when he was shaking his head, it was like adorable.
Juju said, I did my whipped cream today with strawberries and blackberries. My Easter dessert.
I bet you didn't do it like Rachel does it because like the entire canister in your pie hole.
Nice.
Not good.
Let's see. Marley said, have you made a video on how to make it creamy with the Quip protein powder? I'll have to use that until I get more keto chow. We have not. I haven't tried that. Unfortunately, right now my creamy is broken. I broke the lid.
How excited was he to get into that creamy? Joe, this egg is like my butt. It has a crack in it.
Sky said, I think I need a keto chow bowl of ice cream tonight. Trying to do the Vitamix method, but I can't seem to find any destructions. Anyone have a pointer?
Destructions? You mean instructions?
Instructions? Okay, it's really simple.
That's the problem that Joe found. You found the destructions of our creamy and you destroyed it.
How to make keto chow ice cream in a Vitamix. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in, it works best with heavy cream. Don't
like
try to do it with melted butter. It's not going to work. We have a video on how to do it. It's very technical. 3 to 4 ounces of heavy whipping cream. And then about 10 ounces of like an almond milk. You can even use water if you want, because almond milk is basically water anyway. Almond milk.
It is a
coconut
bath
milk,
water.
anything like that.
You're drinking a nuts bath water.
8 to 10 ounces in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, like 2 cups of ice. Before you put in your ice, add your keto chow and give it a quick blend. Just a quick mix it up. Not too long or you're going to turn it into butter, okay? Because you only have heavy cream and a little bit of water in there right now. Then you're going to add 2 cups of ice. Put the top on.
Put your top on.
Turn it on low. Quickly turn it to high. Tamp it down. About 20 seconds. You'll get that weird look in the middle and you're done. We have a video on it. If you Google, if Chris is still here, you can probably put it up there.
Who wants some tea?
It's like, but we have a video on how to make keto chow ice cream in a Vitamix. Like I said, we have one on how to do it with butter, but it's very technical.
This is like fluorescent orange.
It is.
That's like a really cool color.
Jesse said, I try to keep bacon on hand because almost 3 years on keto, and I still get tempted by candy. My kids bring home from school parties. Bacon has helped me resist the temptation. That's cheese for me. But
always.
I need to do it with bacon.
Bacon, well, that gets me every single time. I can say no to anything. Like we were at the parks and Michelle always packs a cute little lunchbox that's basically like a charcuterie board. She has like some nuts in it, meat sticks. She always has some beef jerky and she had some pursed bacon. And so I'm always thinking, I never want to like take from the kids because I don't know like how much they have, right? So I'm like, oh, no, I couldn't possibly. And so she was like, but you want bacon? So she had offered me the nuts. I'm like, no. She had boiled eggs. And I was like, oh, no, I'm fine. And then she was like, bacon. And I was like, yes, I will take that. Yeah. I will eat all your bacon. I would eat bacon out of Peyton's hand, possibly.
Okay, John wants to know, does anybody have an update on Aaron from AD Keto? The only thing I know, because people have messaged us, is that all of his social media is down.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I haven't heard from him, but I do know that he's taken down all of his social media.
So just be sending some, well wishes and, maybe it's just taking a step back. It's a lot to put your life out there.
Be honest, like I was out the other day and I invaded Nilly and Lindsay's live stream.
You did.
I jumped into their live stream.
How rude.
I pulled over. I sat in the parking lot for like 40 minutes. I was going to this place called
so
Reef
fun.
Photo. And I sat in the parking lot for like 40 minutes.
They're amazing, by the way.
I love hanging out with them. I can't. They're coming to Ketocon. I can't wait to hang out with them.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna run. They're gonna need a restraining order from us.
I know. But anyway, we were talking about like YouTube, which is now our full-time job. But it's like, you know.
That's not an adult
What do you
thing
do
to
for
say.
a living? I'm a YouTuber.
I wear
What?
floppy hats on the YouTubes.
Okay. So anyway, this is the hardest job I've ever had in my life.
It's the most rewarding job.
It is the most rewarding thing we've ever done.
Look,
But
this
it
is
is
Joe.
absolutely the hardest job. And one of the things that makes YouTube, even when it wasn't our full-time job, I mean, it was full-time time for very part-time money, and it's still not great money.
That came out great.
But here's the thing is, you're putting yourself, you have to always come up with new content. You're always thinking, if you're like us and you're vlogging, you're always on. You're always on. But the thing is, we are blessed with an amazing community.
Yes.
And I would say 80 to 90% of the comments and the messages we get are encouraging, amazing, keep us going, like, oh my gosh, I've had these results. Thank you so much. I know this is not the norm.
No.
And I talk to a lot of people. We've
are
got friends
rough.
in the YouTube who also have YouTube channels, and it's normally like 50-50. But I can tell you, even for us, there's 10 to 20% of negative comments.
It'll crush your
They
soul.
make you want to quit.
I mean, they will make you cry. Like
Right.
it's worse than middle school.
Right.
It's really bad.
Here's an example, okay?
Are you gonna talk about my face?
We have gotten messages, Joe, your voice is annoying. Can you please shut up and just let Rachel talk? We have gotten messages, Rachel, you need plastic surgery. We did the review of the garden because, oh my gosh, Joe and Rachel like to have a salad once or twice a week. And we got a message saying, I am so disgusted that you people are eating lettuce and that you're not only eating beef, I'm deleting you off of everything I say.
Yeah,
And that makes you want to quit.
Yeah.
And I know that Steve went through a period where he had to take a break because
it's a lot.
It eats away at you, and we talk all the time about stress. And it's stressful. When you read the comments, it's stressful because you can't make everybody happy, but you want to.
But you know what? That's a good reminder as we go into a holiday weekend because maybe you're going to like a backyard party or something. You're going to see people like family and friends that you don't see all the time. And they may not know that you've gone keto, and maybe they want to talk at the family gathering about like why you shouldn't be keto, right? Like and that can be really upsetting. And I think it's important for you to be confident in your like plans for your health. Mm-hmm. Like you have to do this for you. I have to keep in mind that like I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm there for somebody.
Right.
Like I know that like my life has worth and value. And so you go in there with that confidence. Like hang on to what you know and don't let people like derail you from your plans because people will not just try to talk you out from, whatever job or pursuit that you're trying to do in life, but they'll try to talk you out of your health, right? And I think about Bree and the podcast and what a difference her life is right now, especially when you talk about like, having any type of like irritable bowel syndrome or in her case, colitis, that is just like her quality of life is so different now on keto that I don't think it would be easy to talk her out of keto, right? But for some of us, when you haven't seen a lot of health results yet and you're just getting started, it's hard to have those conversations, you know? But like, stay strong. Yeah. You're doing it for you.
We got a bunch of super chats here.
Hey.
Shauna said,
thank
you can see Rachel coming in for a hug from across the room.
I know. You could hear me coming in. It's like, ooh.
Tanya, thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat.
you.
Said, love your hat, Rachel, and the eggs are so pretty. Love you guys.
Love you.
Have fun at Ketocon. I wish I was
I
going.
wish you were going too.
Anthony, thanks for the $10 super chat.
Thank
Said,
you.
no
Nope.
Grover mug. That is
Seriously.
a missed opportunity. Like a Universal not selling pork rinds as dino skins.
You are so freaking right. They
Yes.
are so missing out on that. Like there should be, don't you think that there should be like a really big like carnivore presence in all of Dino Lands? Like that should be the place where you're getting like different animal hot dogs. Right? Like, wouldn't they be like bison hot dogs and elk hot dogs and sausages and things like that? It would be the perfect thing. Missed opportunity.
You know where I'm going next May?
Where you
or
going?
not next May.
Am I going
in
or
a
you're
month.
going? Okay.
You're not going to be willing to go to this.
Okay.
I'm going diving for megalodon teeth.
Okay. That's where we're at, people. He's diving for megalodon teeth.
If you can find one like this, they're worth like $8,000.
Do you think, oh, so that's going to be your Easter egg hunt?
That's my Easter egg hunt. I'm going to go find megalodon teeth over on the West Coast in Venice.
Okay.
Chris, come on. Come on. Get your butt on a plane.
Why aren't you going?
You and Steve. And,
Come on. Go megalodon teeth.
We're also going shark diving up north.
Okay, that's all you, friend.
Oh, I just deleted the one I wanted to read. I am so sorry. Jesse wants to know, do we have a
Jesse.
recipe for fried cheese curds? I missed some. No, we do not.
If we did, Joe would not even be here in this live stream. He'd be eating cheese curds.
Yeah, I love cheese curds. When we drove up to Busch Gardens, we stopped in Lakeland at a racetrack, and I come out with a package. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Breakfast." Cheese curds.
I'll tell you what we do have a recipe for that I absolutely love, and we need to make again is our own cream cheese.
Yes.
Joe's cream cheese, though.
Yeah.
That is a delicious freaking recipe. Definitely tastes even better than store-bought.
Chris said, warning,
This is too
if you
plain.
take a group photo and let Miriam or Lynette take it, you're going to get a selfie.
You are. They will absolutely turn it around. Lynette is the best. Make sure that you get pictures with Lynette and you have Lynette take pictures. Nobody takes better pictures than Lynette, and her pictures with her, it's just so fun.
Yeah.
It's just so stinking fun.
Timeless Jewel by
Hello,
Deborah.
Timeless Jewel.
After trying every diet instead of keto way of life, I feel so guilty having keto chow ice cream every day as a meal. I had to retain my brain.
Retrain your brain. Yes.
Retrain. Yeah.
Yes. So, and don't feel guilty because for once, like, we're propelling our health goals when we're eating ice cream, right? Like, because that's not something that we did before. It was like, I knew it was an indicator that things had gone south when Rachel is like, I am having ice cream for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Because it was just like me and two guys on the couch, me and Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
And now though, I can eat keto chow ice cream in the bathtub, in the couch, unapologetically.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely unapologetically.
Yeah. Shauna said this week has been super easy to keto. Can't taste anything for the allergies. So why even think about it?
Joe had
I had it yesterday.
Major allergy attack.
And we're doing a podcast. And I'm like,
and he's like, and
I never take medicine. And I finally told Rachel, like, we're doing a podcast with Bronson at 6:30. At 5 o'clock, I'm like, I need you to go get me some Allegra. I don't like taking medication, but I need to do this podcast.
He could not
and my
stop.
eyes are burning.
It was just like coming out.
I was in the middle of my written test for Dive Master. I'm taking it and like I feel it coming on, and I had to look at Hugh and say like, just allergies. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's a funny messages that we've gotten over the years because of the fact that like he will like just wipe his nose because it's never ending. If you have
and it's
allergies,
not even anything running, it's just burning.
He's not like picking his boogers. It's just like you can't stop it. It's just like flowing like a faucet, and it's really, really frustrating. But people are like, "Ew, you're gross." And you're like, I'm sorry.
Lady Fritz said isobrons are also very solid for egg production and hardiness. I think it's
the same chicken.
It's the same thing.
It's the same chicken.
Different hatcheries call them different things. So we get our chickens from McMurray Hatchery, so they call them Golden Comets. I believe My Pet Chicken either calls them Isobrowns or Red Star, but they're all
from
the
My
same.
Pet Chicken?
No, none of our orders ever came. We had one and then we canceled it because we weren't going to get it in time.
Oh, somebody sent us some chickens from My Pet Chicken.
Or is it the other way around? I'm sorry, we ordered from My Pet Chicken. It's McMurray. You're right. Thank you very much. So My Pet Chicken calls them Golden Comets, and McMurray calls them either Red Stars or Isa Browns. But it's basically crossing, I forget what the two breeds are. You probably know more than me. Two specific breeds that are both known for good egg laying. And they
Well, it's a
become
Rhode Island Red and
they
an
become
Orpington.
sex links, and so you know what they are when they come out. You know this is a male or this is a female.
I got you, Joe. You know what, like, my role is as a wife is to sit next to you and then point out when you're wrong.
I know.
I mean, that
You're very
is-
good at that.
Nailed it.
Carrie said, I was watching episodes on Discovery Plus, and people overseas don't overeat like the U.S., and they are not in a rush like in the U.S., and from what I've seen, they are fit looking, unless I am wrong.
No, you're right. And it's so interesting. So one of the things
Our
that...
problem is sugar, because sugar makes you overeat.
Of course.
Carbohydrates makes you overeat.
Right, absolutely. So, but it's so funny that even like in different countries, like the more relaxed even afternoon, like when you have something like where they're going to take a siesta, or like in Italy and they take like a rest in the middle of the day, and I'm like, what? We got to get stuff done. Like, how are you laying down? You can't go rest. You can't relax. Like, what are you doing relaxing? Like, a lot of times we're just so uptight, and it's like, it's not helping. I'm not being more productive and enjoying my life more because I'm like, let's go. Like,
Right.
This is not a better way to live.
Wilma's got a great question.
Hey, Wilma.
If you're only eating when you're hungry, how are you making sure you're getting enough calories? Reverting back to Dr. Berry's video from last week, we don't believe in counting calories. To quote Dr. Berry, counting calories is stupid and doesn't work. Proof of that is Rachel gained weight at 500 calories.
That was really disappointing.
So when do you need to start paying attention and counting more stuff? When you eat 6, 7, 8 times a day. When you're eating things that aren't whole foods, like lots of meat. So what do we do? How do we know we're getting enough? Number one, when we eat, we eat. We eat until like, oh my gosh, I can't put another bite in my mouth.
You've seen our like full days of eating, right? Like the plate
now
is
I
like...
will say this. So in our when I say we're not eating,
This is...
we're gonna have a big thing. So like the other day,
Look at that.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what our meal was the other day. We came home. We made the recipe for the chicken and shrimp.
Right.
We ate all of that.
Everything.
Then we each ate like 30 chicken wings.
Right.
And then we ate something else in addition to that. Oh, and we had a keto chow ice cream somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So
When we're
we
hungry,
ate
we eat.
a lot. Then I don't think we ate. I think yesterday I ate the whatever leftover wings there were, like 7 or 8 wings. I don't think you ate yesterday, right? You ate
no.
breakfast. Is that you don't think? But we are having coffee with butter and stuff like that. So it's not like a fast. It's just like we're not sitting down and eating a big meal.
I drink coffee to keep Joe alive.
How do I know we're getting enough fuel? Because we have tons of energy.
Yeah.
When you're under eating, you're going to be
feel
tired.
very lethargic.
You're going to be miserable. You're going to be like, ugh, I don't want to do anything.
You know, you just don't feel good all over.
Right.
You know, it's the same thing of like, how do you know when you've eaten too much? You're back in the bed. It's sort of like the bed is a good indicator, right? If I can't get out of the bed because I don't have enough energy, or I'm like, I gotta lay down because I've eaten too much.
Right. And here's the thing, is we also focus on eating a bunch of meat. And so you're going to get, it's nutrient dense. That's why calorie thing, it's not a calorie thing. It's nutrient dense. You're going to get more energy from it. You're going to get more sustainability from it. You're going to get more satiety from eating that, and you're going to be able to go longer. For example, I love these, but this is 100 calories. It's 110 calories. So, yeah, it's going to taste good, and we're going to have it as a treat once in a blue moon, but 2 eggs is going to give me a lot more nutrients. And I'm going to get more satiation from eating 2 eggs. And I'm going to get more fuel and be able to go longer eating a couple of eggs, which is about 130 calories if you're going to look at calories. So that's why it's not a calorie thing. You know, if you eat you can eat 100 calories of Oreos, or you can eat 100 calories of beef.
We know.
And you're going to go longer on that 100 calories of beef.
But I like to argue the point.
You know, but on average, when we eat, we probably will each eat a couple of pounds of beef in that day.
Yeah. And
a
that
couple
is
of pounds.
I saw somebody asking about supplementing with B1, but I do enjoy that.
Some people need it.
Yeah, but it is amazing that another like vote for ruminant animals, especially like, you know, if you're eating a lot of beef, it's amazing all of the B vitamins in the ruminant animals.
Crystal said,
incredible.
I did beef butter bacon egg for the month of February, so I wanted to bring back cream and stevia, but I didn't like it anymore with stevia. So now I'm just sugar-free.
Wow, that's fantastic.
I'm assuming this is Dustin. I'm a big hugger.
Yay!
I'm also good with high fives, fist bumps, holding hands, and skipping like crazy people.
Let's do all of those things, Dustin. Let's do all of them.
Tracy said, I'm going to be at Ketocon, my first keto event, and then low-carb cruise.
Yay!
I'm super excited to meet y'all.
Are you sure you want to be trapped with me on a boat for like 7 days? Because like that's what's happening. That's what you're signing up for. 7 days of hugging.
Lady Fritz or Joe, have you freeze-dried raw steak or chuck? If so, do you treat it? How do you treat it when reconstituted? Yes, I have. I've done it raw. I've done it cooked. Raw. Here's the cool thing about freeze-drying meat. Just put it in water. It doesn't matter how much. It's not like certain things. Like if you're gonna freeze-dry eggs, you need to put in the right amount of water to reconstitute it. So the best thing to do would be you put the eggs in,
Alan doesn't like so
and then you're going to weigh it before you freeze dry it. So you know, like let's say you have 100 grams. Are you done?
It's like.
Let's say you have 100 grams of egg before you freeze dry it. Then when you come out, you weigh it, and let's say you have 15 grams. You know you have to add 85 grams of water to those eggs to get back to what you had. With steak, you just stick it in the water, and it's not going to absorb more water than it needs. And so that's how you reconstitute it. Just put it in some water and let it reconstitute. Shauna said, I did my roller coaster for a while, the Hulk, last year.
I know, and I loved it. That was such a blessing. And again, it's the reason why you just love, like, when we have these opportunities for community, because both Shauna and Heath from Hungry Heath, like, they rode roller coasters, and it had been the first time in a really long time. I want to say, am I wrong that it was, like, 30 years? Shauna, that you hadn't ridden a roller coaster before we went on.
There was something like that.
Heath, on a Hulk all together. But it was just such a precious moment because, like, as a community, we get to do this together, and I love that. That was probably. I will never forget that. Like, there is not a time now that we don't go to Universal Studios and I don't think of Shauna. Like, I always think of her. Like, this was a victory.
Yep. Anthony said, they jump in your arms. My God, I would die. Yeah, they do. Literally, as soon as you go out there,
I saw, I think was it Alyssa and John that mentioned the Australorps? Those are a breed that are very not had yet. Yeah. But I'm definitely on my McMurray hatchery, like, I've what is it, dog-eared that page? Nice. I'm looking at you, Australorps.
We're not getting any more chickens.
I know.
John said, any magnetic launch roller coasters are intense. Feels like a rocket launch, 0 to 60 almost instantly.
So now I'm almost like, I remember being so afraid of Hulk because I would say to myself, I need that to get me mentally prepared for the roller coaster. Now I'm so used to, like, let's just do this, that when it's I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how long is this? Like, this is upsetting me. But it's because now I'm used to the launch.
Christina said, Rachel, you look so pretty. I'm so excited to attend my first Ketocon this year. I will definitely take a hug when I see you and Joe. Thank you for all you do.
Awesome. I'm so stinking excited you're going.
I just saw one. Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
Oh, Joanna said, I think I missed Dr. B's video. Gonna look for it when I'm done here. It was, I believe, last week, and I believe it was just like, counting calories, right? Something like that. I feel like title.
I feel like the title was very, like, you're not sure how he thinks. It was like, counting calories is stupid. It was like...
Joe said, my problem with karaoke is I don't drink, so I would never do it. That's me. That's me.
We could do it. If you were to do it, what is a song that you're like, it's on the radio, okay, this is out for everybody. Leave in the chat. The radio is on. You're not normally a singer, but this particular song comes on and you can't help it. You have to join in. I've seen you move your little lips at music before. What is the song that like comes to your mind that you've got to participate in?
Nothing.
I've seen you sing.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm ever gonna sing it out loud.
I understand that, but like, what's the
I don't
song?
even sing for you to hear me.
I know, but I could see you like
Yep.
it's happening.
That's right.
You know?
Sing in church, but that's because the music's so loud nobody can hear me anymore.
It drowns you out.
And God said make a joyful noise.
A noise.
You have to say I'm good.
It doesn't have to be good. What is the
Robin
song?
said, I don't have one. Robin said, Rachel, I think we are sisters. Easier to get forgiveness after hearing songs based upon what is said.
That's exactly right. Easier to get forgiveness than permission.
Nicholas and Chrissy said you can replace the lid. Yes, you can replace the lid for the keto, for the creamy.
Did you order a lid?
Yes, I did. Alyssa and John said, I had a baking fail today. I used Mallow Munch bars to make a pie crust. It's set well cooled. Poured the filling. While baking, the whole thing floated to the top. Funny thing is, it's upside down pie crust.
Oh, wow. That actually sounds really good. You didn't make the mistake I did with one of these keto marshmallows. Remember, we had a glass fireplace. Like the glass ones that you like use outside. Mm-hmm. And I tried to toast one of those, like it was a Max Mallow one. I put it on a stick and boy howdy, it just turned into like liquid. You would have thought it was candle wax.
Now, the Chalk Zero marshmallows, you can absolutely do.
Yes, because you brought a blowtorch into the studio.
Adrian said, please ask Element to bring back chocolate caramel salt. Yeah, they're not going to listen to us. I would love that.
I want them to.
Robin, thank you very much for the $9.99 super sticker. It doesn't show up on the side when someone does a super sticker.
I like when they describe it.
It was a fan character dressed as a cheerleader jumping in the air.
Which is exactly how I would describe myself. I'm a fan cheerleader.
Alyssa and John said pork rinds in Hawaii look like dino skins.
Really? Okay, so I will never forget with CJ's Keto Kitchen, they went to Hawaii for a vacation and they brought back a whole bunch of macadamia nuts because apparently it's very inexpensive there. So I was going to ask Chris and Miriam, like, was that the case? Did y'all come back with suitcases full of macadamia nuts? Because if I can get macadamia nuts there for like 75 cents a can, like they were
speaking
touting.
of Chris and Miriam, can I put my request in now for the Utah burger on the flight coming to Ketocon?
Don't listen to this joker.
Well, they did it last year.
Don't listen to this joker.
John said, what do you do about severe leg cramps? I'm putting 3 droppers in my 64-ounce thermos, which I fill after filling with ice, and I drank 2 to 3 of those a day, plus lots of salt, and 100 milligrams of magnesium before bed. So when are you getting leg cramps?
Yeah.
So, and this is the key. If you are getting leg cramps during the day when you are moving around, good chances you need more potassium. That's a good chance. If you're getting them while you're laying in bed, it's usually magnesium. 100 milligrams of magnesium is not enough. I would like triple that. I really like the Keto Chow magnesium capsules.
Oh my gosh, those things
I really like those.
Flippin' awesome.
The drops are good, but they taste like garbage.
They taste like sweaty garbage.
We used to do Rachel's Night Night Juice from Equip, but when they released those capsules,
ain't nothing working that good.
Which I need more of.
Yeah. Those things are thebomb.com.
And when they released the capsules, and we were fortunate enough that, I know that they made them and then they were having problems with machines, so they couldn't release them. So we had a couple bottles because like before they perfected the machine and stuff, Chris had let us get a couple. And
I didn't even share those with my mama. She's like, my legs hurt. And I was like, sorry. Tough luck, lady.
Because you just take a couple of them before you go to bed and like no leg cramps.
Yeah.
But increase your magnesium and your potassium. That's where I would start.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing. But especially like 100 milligrams of magnesium, you're really low there.
I used to buy Calm.
And again, we're not doctors, nurses, or health professionals, but that is my experience.
Clearly. We are semi-professional egg dyers.
We are.
Just so you know.
Yep.
Yes. Are you kidding? With this level of like marbling going on? Look at that, Joe. It looks like a dinosaur egg.
Lori said, lately, all I want to eat is Keto Chow Creamy and treats. I need to get this under control and tired of people nagging me about not eating at parties. Makes me want to hide in my house.
Don't hide in your house, Lori.
Here's what I would tell you to do, Lori. Take a couple weeks where you don't eat any of it. Just eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Or just eat meat. Eliminate anything sweet for like 2 weeks. Or preferably a month, but at least 2 weeks.
And I will pat you.
It's a good reset.
I will pat you on the back because I needed a pat on the back for not bringing any more butter. It was a bugger. Nut butter and whipped cream into this house. Like, it is hard. And I'm going to tell you, there's still going to be seasons in your life where one thing or another will spring up. It's not like, 5 years, 6 years in that we can't still go through the rabbit hole with something that we like. Yeah. I mean, and then sometimes it's a taste thing. Sometimes it's a texture thing.
Right.
Sometimes I can just want to eat stuff because it's like got a certain texture that appeals to me.
Quiet Storm said YouTube should issue flak jackets as standard issue for content creators.
You are so right.
I agree.
You are so right.
It
almost like, because talk about eggs, I can be kind of like a mother hen. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know that there's a lot of our precious friends that have new channels, like, right? And so, and they're growing and it's amazing. But I'm going to tell you, if I see mean comments on their videos, I'm going to straight up probably come after those people, because as much as it's hard for me to like see somebody say something ugly about me, like, if you say something ugly about, like, Shauna, or you say something ugly about Jackie, like, I'm gonna freak out.
Right.
Like, I'm absolutely gonna freak out.
I will never, ever watch another one of your videos, ever. Oh, wonderful. Do you promise?
No.
And see, I start to reply, and then Rachel's like, stop replying.
Don't reply. Don't reply.
Because it is hard. It is really hard. Yeah, Nilly said, I love it when I get a mean comment and then an absolutely opposite nice comment right after a crazy mean.
Right.
And it is. And it's even... It's great when you get the mean comment and then you get the nice comment. But when you get the nice comment and then the mean comment, that's where it really hurts. Because at least you get the nice comment after the mean comment. You're like, okay, this is why I do
And
this.
I just want to make a blanket say, I am not getting a boob job just because you want me to, okay? I'm not getting a boob job. This thing is like flat as a board. If you wanted to see double D's, then you should have been here when I was 300 pounds, because I filled out. It was a buxom young lady that I was. But you know what? Guess what? They're mostly fat, and they're usually the first thing to go when you lose weight.
Rush said, no, it makes you two want to quit. You don't care what vegans think. Why would you care what the jackasses think? Norm.
Thank you.
You're right. But it's because it's directed at you.
Well,
like, we don't get the vegan. Once in a blue moon we get them, but they're not general at us. But when you get this comment pointed right at you,
it's
like
hard.
You are an idiot.
You go straight back
like
to
I mean, we have
middle school.
The comments of like, how are these two people teaching keto? They're the fattest people I've ever seen on YouTube.
And you're like, okay.
And then again, when you have a self-image problem like I do, that I look in the mirror and I still see the 300-pound Joe.
Like, you're like, that's it.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, when I got my first wetsuit for diving.
Right.
And I went in there and Hugh handed me an extra large. I was like, how fat do I look? Now I'm wearing a medium. Okay, I actually wear a medium large, but it was just like, how fat do I look?
Right.
You know?
But you...
And it's so when you get these comments directed directly at you.
It's hard.
It is really hard. And it makes you want to quit. But... Again, and we're blessed because we don't get a lot of it.
But I'm telling you, when I see something that is like ugly about someone else, like I seriously want to like hunt that person down and be like, stop being mean to people.
Yeah. Jackie, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Said Rachel Judo Chop.
I said, girl, like seriously, nobody better like be mean to people that I love, because I'm gonna freak out.
Let's do a couple more before we get off. Nicholas and Christy said, wouldn't it be cool if, as a YouTube creator, you had a YouTube creator buddy with another channel? You could switch and read each other's comments. That way you have to buffer it so it doesn't feel so bad.
That's nice. That's a really good idea. And, right now, Joe is my YouTube buddy. And so a lot of times...
Rachel won't read comments.
It gets hard. Like, sometimes I'll go in. I won't say that. Like, a lot of times, when we first drop a video, usually I like to premiere it. And then I will look to begin with, but like, if you give it a day or two, you can get, especially it's everything. It's recipes. Sometimes it's vlogs, because it might be what you're wearing or like where you're going or, you just never know what's going to set somebody off sometimes.
Nelly said, sometimes the negative comments are so bizarre, they are truly entertaining.
Yeah.
They are.
So,
Juju said those are in scary croc-infested rivers. So there are some places that have megalodon teeth that are rivers, but down here in Florida, we have a couple places, and one of the best places in the country to go diving for megalodon teeth is actually over on the West Coast. And so we're not in rivers with crocodiles, though we do have saltwater crocodiles here, especially like in the Keys.
I really hope we do not run into one of those.
I'm not afraid of alligators. I am afraid of crocodiles.
Is it smile?
Nice.
It looks like baby diarrhea green, though. Who wants to eat that? It's like, here's the smile.
Nicholas and Christy said, my husband just walked in the room and said, you really like those crazy keto people. I said, I really do. They completely changed my life.
I love you, Chrissy.
Joanna said, I couldn't be a YouTuber. I wear my heart on my sleeve. My daughter says I'm too emotional, and she's right.
But you know what? This family is worth it. This Two Crazy Ketos family, it is worth it. We ain't stopping. We ain't going anywhere. And so if you don't like my face, just like move on, because you know what? There's somebody out there that doesn't know yet that they're not alone. And they need somebody to be cheering for them. And dude, I'm waking up every single day and I'm grabbing my pom-poms and I'm gonna cheer with my last dying breath for people. So I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You stuck with my flat chest.
Jenna said, dinosaur teeth diving. Joe, you're just a tall kid. I am.
He is.
That's why you and Rachel are a perfect match. And here's the thing. I'm 50.
Very mature. What are you talking about?
I'm 52 years old, but I feel like I'm 25. And I am going to make up for all the stuff that I've missed for the last 20 somewhat years of being obese.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, I was heavy before. I mean, when I learned to dive when I was 21 years old, 22 years old, I guess it was right after I got off of crutches is when I got into diving. When I learned to dive, I was heavy, but I wasn't 280 pounds. And so I'm going to make up for everything. And also, anybody who knows me knows that when I pick something up, I feet first and there's no half. There's nothing half.
No.
I mean, I went from getting back into diving and diving a little bit to dive master to now working on being an instructor. Like, who does that? Like, only me, right?
Joe Stauffer.
Everything I do, it's like, I can't do just a little bit of anything, but I enjoy that about but yeah, I'm just a kid. I just want to be a kid, you know? And it's fun because I feel young, so why shouldn't I act young? I'm not acting stupid, I'm just acting young.
I like it.
And I have my boundaries. Like, you're not going to see me cave diving. I'm, 52 years old, your body, I'm done.
I was going to ask you, though, do you think that part of the reason why you started diving after your accident was that your mobility was not limited as much in the water? Like, you feel like you can
Oh, you mean when I first had my accident? Yeah, I was looking for a sport that wasn't hard on my body. I mean, it's hard, like, as far as breathing and stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, like, it didn't require a lot. It was low impact. Diving is low impact. It's great for cardio. It's great for working on your muscles and helping you with that kind of stuff. But it's low impact. So that's why I got into it in my 20s.
Well, I really
Plus, I lived on the water.
I really enjoyed doing, like, we did water aerobics when we were at Keto Orlando. And I'm hoping, like, Robin, you doing that with me again, right? That was really fun. I hope they do that again this year. But I always really enjoyed the water no matter what. That was always something that I would do. But there was, like, you always felt, I don't know, you felt like light and carefree at any size I always felt really good, and I felt at home in the water.
Oh, Shauna, thanks for putting up the video on for Dr. Barry on calories.
Thank you.
And yeah, she did put up earlier, like, and the moderators take the first hit on the comments.
They do.
And we are so grateful for our moderators.
Truly.
Because they do. And our moderators, like, even on our Facebook family group, I want people to understand something. None of our moderators make, like, a soul like your band. Like, and It doesn't happen very often, but if you get in there and you start to trouble, our moderators all get together and say, like, hey, take a look at this. What do you think? And they make a decision together. So we never will have a moderator going like, hey, I don't like this person. Bam, you're deleted. It doesn't
Right.
happen very often anyway, but they are there to protect our
And
community.
I'm so stinking thankful
Yeah.
for our moderators.
And
Thank you guys.
yeah, because like, believe me, I've seen some of the stuff that they've deleted, and I know that like Sean
It's
in the back
hard.
of her head is like, oh my gosh, this is Rachel. Rachel will quit tomorrow if she sees
Heather,
this.
Lisa, Shelly, like just amazing.
Yeah.
Tara, so thankful for you. Pat.
Let's see. Jesse said, I don't agree with everything most YouTubers say, but I'm not about to be mean about it.
We really appreciate
Mama
that.
said, if I don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything.
Jesse, if everybody would take that tactic, what would the world be like? Right? If everybody would, no kidding, just get in on that and be like, if you don't have something nice to say, just don't say anything. I mean, that's it. There's a lot of, we've even come across like keto products where it was just like, yes, we could spotlight this and just absolutely torpedo this company, and we just choose not to do it. We just choose not to take it on, because I'm like, I'm not about hurting anybody.
Right.
I'm just not.
Yeah, and it's not us lying. So I do want to be clear on that.
No, but there's sometimes there's a small company.
Sometimes
or
there's
something.
a brand new kickstart company, tiny little company, something like Keto Cracked, and they'll send us something and they'll say, hey, would you mind trying this? And they will send it to us, and we'll try it, and if we like it, we'll release a video. If we don't like it, but it's a decent product, and maybe we just don't like the taste, we'll release a video. If it is just out and out trash, and it is a little kickstart company, we will message them back and go, here's our problem with it, and we prefer to not make a video about it.
Something like that.
If it is a product that is available pretty much anywhere, like you can walk into Costco, Walmart, anything like that.
Hershey's made it or something.
Yeah, like there is no rule. Like if I see it, we buy it, or we make a comment on it right there in the store, because once you put yourself in the store, now the average person can see it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's where we rip things apart.
Yeah.
And but I don't, it takes a lot for people to make a company, you know? And so we always want to, we'll try to guide them in the right direction. But like, it happened once years ago where we made a video, and I mean, it ruined them. And so now they ended up doing well for a while later on, but we felt really bad because it was more based on our personal opinion when we were like, well, I would never eat that much allulose. Well, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair to them. Now, again, if you give me a product and it's loaded with all of these horrible ingredients, and I'm going to tell you, like, hey, I'll release the video if you want, but I'm going to let you know.
We'll let them know.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Up to you, you know? And sometimes they've said, yeah, release it, you know? So, okay, we are going to get off, and I'm diving tomorrow. Hopefully lionfish.
Catch me some.
Catch you some dinner tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who are channel members, I know we said we were going to do our live stream
But we
this
forgot
week,
it's Easter.
but we forgot it's Easter weekend.
And Passover. Happy Passover.
Happy Passover to everybody. So we're going to do it next week. And then because we're going to go to church with our grandbaby on Saturday. And,
so excited.
We want people to be able to spend time this weekend for Passover, for Easter with their families. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that live stream next week. But we will be back live on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Happy Easter.